Yeet.
But it's been a little bit since we were here doing this. And we had, I say we, but it's really you, trekked out into the great unknown in pursuit of Silas Creed, tasked by the, yeah, he's a king, the ruler, uh, to hunt him down and put a stop to him. And on this journey, it has been interesting, at the very least, I hope. Um, a little perilous as we have encountered more sandworms, super mutants, even. There seems to be a little society of them out here. More weather weirdness, chupacabras. And now, on this cold desert night, surrounding a little campfire, we have seen or tower at the very least, has seen in the distance this silhouette of an individual on horseback, mounted at least, um, glowing eyes in their direction, and we were getting ready to figure out what's next. That's where we find ourselves.
And about how far out is this creature?
That is a great question. And the answer I have, assuming that my calculations are correct, and the only reason I haven't brought you here is just because we don't quite know what we're dealing with. They really changed up how this stuff works, and it looks totally different. So bear with me while I try to understand how this measurement tool now functions. Okay. You are roughly in the ballpark of somewhere between 100 and 110 feet away, give or take, it looks like. Is that correct? Yeah, I guess so.
And at this point, have I roused folk?
I didn't listen to the end of our last recording, so I don't know for sure, but I would say that you have that option at least now, if not.
That is the option I will take. Yep. Correct.
They are not. This entity does not appear to be full-blown aggressive, or is that the right term?
Sure.
We're not rolling initiative quite yet. They are just present there on the hill.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't think we rolled initiative or anything like that. Unless someone remembers something different.
It doesn't look like it.
True. Nature, survival, nature. Yeah, this was all encounter rolls. So this is our first. I think I just revealed this creature and then we stopped. So yeah, you can be rousing people.
Yep.
You don't know how long it has till it does something, but right now it seems still.
Mm-hmm. And then I guess once folk are roused, because yeah, I'll go around poking everybody saying, we might have company. Is there maybe a nature check of some kind I might roll towards this thing to see if I can identify what is looking at us a little bit clearer than just a person with glowing eyes?
Yeah, sure, that makes sense.
For sure. There we go. Perfect.
Oh.
It's definitely, I'll say this, it's definitely looks like two entities in the sense of something is mounted on another creature.
Gotcha.
And
Can
they do
we see
appear
it?
humanoid. Yeah. If they, Tower, has roused you,
I have.
then sure.
May I also roll a nature check to see if I know what it is?
You may. 23. You can tell that this creature is not mounted. It's hard to really get detailed because they are in between you and the natural light source, i.e. the moon. So they are being You know how that looks. All the details are kind of being obscured because the light they're being back.
Yeah.
But you can tell that what they are mounted on is not a horse. The features seem off. It also seems pretty emaciated for whatever it is. Have you seen this creature? I don't think you've seen this creature before.
Whatever it is, it doesn't look very healthy.
Would it
Should
be
we
pertinent to
approach?
offer it? Right. Perhaps yes. Would it be pertinent to offer it assistance?
Maybe.
You mentioned it as unwell.
Yeah, it looks real skinny. The mount.
And the rider, in this case, is what we'll call it, appears to be humanoid. Though, yeah, they appear to be humanoid.
But have glowing eyes?
Based on... Correct. Like burning coals.
Oh,
Well, that's disconcerting.
that scared me when I think of our other campaign.
Huh?
The
Oh, yeah. It's true.
Well, we're not going to get answers standing here.
and we weren't awoken, right?
You were. Yeah, you were
Oh,
just prodded.
my bad.
Everybody was roused.
Okay, sorry.
It's all good. Power will not, run full speed or like even approach very rapidly, but start walking towards this creature. And from a distance of about 90 feet, call out, "Hail, traveler! Well met here in the darkness."
Steel Defender and I are going to.
Is there anything we can help you with?
And let me make sure I have this distance right.
I want to be getting my horse ready to go in case I need to chase after this thing.
No worries. Upon calling after it in that direction, how come I can't move this map around anymore?
I hate when
Oh,
that happens.
boy.
It's fucking worst. Yeah.
I have to do the click drag. It's an orderly extra step. When you do that and you seem, I don't know, it's hard to tell if you've got its attention based on how it looks. There's no you don't notice any blinking or anything like that. But what you do notice is it raise up something in its hand. The light seems to be able to cast through something on the end of what it's holding up. It appears red in nature. And before we do the next bit,
Ominous.
what happens first is there you are. Okay, so it is one of those. Definitely. And got it. A beam strikes out in your direction, emanating from whatever this thing is holding. I think that's going to miss because that is a 13 to hit.
It would.
You will watch as red energy, kind of like a glowing red energy, strikes the sand in front of you, kind of briefly leaving almost like a burnt mark that then just fades away. and we're going to go ahead and roll initiative as this creature is going to start using its mount to gallop in your direction.
Fair enough.
Are we gonna be on a different screen? Or do we roll it
Right,
on
right. We should roll it on the other screen.
Yeah,
So
yeah. We will be. I'll move you now.
I think we're
Fine.
just saying, like, everybody else, like, don't roll yet.
here?
Kablammy.
Whoa.
Can you see the screen?
Ooh, I feel unblammied. I'm not blammied.
I see it.
I think I know what's happening. Let me fix it. Okay.
Oh boy.
There we go. Made a mistake. Kissed a snake. How many doctors will it take? Ooh, wow. Okay.
Can I move my horse and myself to what position we think? Or did you already set us? Or should I move
tried
to
to-
my horse?
I moved you approximately where I assumed camp would be. Yeah, you can certainly move to your horse. No problem. We'll
Because
say
I
that.
said I was getting them ready, so.
And now it's oops. Now it's my turn to make this creature roll initiative.
Oh, right. I need to roll initiative.
Let's see. Oh boy. They've just changed so much it's hard for me to find things that I used to just now. Did they change add turn into add counter? No.
No, I don't think so.
Where's add turn? Because I can't roll initiative for it. It's special. Focus ping everyone back to front. Layer. No. What is add? Unless it's one of those dumb things where it's putting the stuff off the board. No. Copy paste. Weird. I'm gonna try it. What does that do? Nope. How do I add a turn to a token?
Good question.
Oh, it was getting cut off, and now it's magically fine. Oh,
Wow.
Roll 20. I need you to fix that, for God's sake. And mine.
We know you're watching.
Ooh. Okay, and then sorry for the delay.
It's all good.
Little bit of user error here.
It's a rough product.
But it's a product.
It's good. It's super helpful.
For free? It's
Okay.
pretty damn good.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Alrighty. Flint, it is your turn.
Alrighty. Let's see. 100 feet off. Sorry, one moment.
Mm-hmm.
Someone from Hawaii
No.
is calling me.
I'm the only one allowed to take a long time. Everyone else, you better fucking. Just kidding.
Did y'all meet somebody on your trip? You better be grateful, motherfucker. To Hawaii, and that's why they have another calling you or whatnot.
Yeah, let's see, when did we do that? Like 10 years ago or something. Not
But maybe
that
you made
long.
like really good friends on the beach and you just forgot about it, but they were like, I remember.
That's totally us walking up to
Yeah,
strangers and
we
becoming
really
friends.
don't do that.
You were Ohana for one day, and they remember, okay?
All right, I'm gonna move 25 feet. Reconfirm my positioning. Lament. Bonus action dash. Double check that I do in fact have the ability to bonus action dash.
You are a rogue, yeah.
It's been a hot minute.
Yeah, you got bonus action dash, brother.
It would be weird if I did not.
Brian not multi-classing in Rogue?
I know, right? Another 25 feet in. Double check my distances.
Bonus action dodge, disengage, and dash is fucking huge.
All right,
Yeah.
perfect. That gets me within range of Psyblade. I'm gonna chuck it.
All right.
20 to hit.
Oh, I'm pretty sure that hits. Oh yeah. Oh, I inputted that stuff so I wouldn't have to do that. Which you guys don't see those numbers, do you?
Mm-mm.
Okay, good.
I see nothing.
Okay, that will certainly hit.
All right, nothing fancy to add to that.
I
just
imagine
the-
you're. I assume that we'll be targeting the rider. That's just my assumption.
Fair enough guess.
But wrong. No, just kidding.
I assume it's not a surprise that this creature is not dead. Well,
Had they stopped to make
Isn't
that
The-
attack on tower, or were they continuing to ride?
oh, they weren't moving when you saw them.
Oh, okay.
They were up on this dune. By the way,
Which
this
is
is a dune you're in front of. They do have high ground on you.
Oh
You really
shit!
should have been thinking
Oh.
about that. It's fine. We're not gonna mess with that now. Everything that happened. But I should probably review that to see how much that matters too, because that's part of what makes this shit fun and different from what we usually do.
Well, at any rate, that's going to be my entire turn there.
Yeah, you're all good there. I think it would probably have to do with cov. Would it?
Well, and in the distance, if
High
we're
ground.
doing that.
If a creature has a clear line of sight to a creature because they are above them, the benefits of their cover do not apply to that attack. Okay, so that's not really an issue here. Unless you guys try to create cover somehow and you can see.
High ground only negates cover in 5e. That's interesting.
This is... I don't even know if it does that in 5e because this is off of a different thing entirely. This is Western
yeah.
stuff.
Fair enough.
Unless there is something for cover, let's look at that real quick. Might be worth checking out.
Cover rules go.
Not
woefully
cover. High ground.
Mhm.
That's what I need to search for.
Cover does go woefully unused in 5e though. They have
It doesn't have any high ground stuff going.
Yeah, fair enough.
So this is, unfortunately, it does something now, but maybe not what we thought.
Sure.
That being said, it has taken that damage. The reason why I was saying that is because I would probably consider climbing up this dune to get on the same level, if that matters. It'd probably be like difficult terrain.
Sure.
So all these spots, you can see the dunes, and they're discolored. We're gonna call that difficult terrain.
So even if you like start here and then go diagonally up to them?
You do I understand what you're talking about? Oh,
Well,
this little
just
dip?
visually looks like a dip there, and so that would be an easier route to get to them, or and
I'm
would that
saying yes
still be-
because I'm considering this whole piece to be elevated.
basically where Flint is starts the elevation.
I would say once you get in here,
Hmm.
the squares between the lines are probably the same as all the way through. If that makes sense. Like this is like a little raised valley or whatever, like how do I explain that?
No,
Yeah,
get
I
it.
thought the lighter
Yeah.
part was the valley between the two darker parts that are raised, but is that not? And so you could go up easily in the lighter part? Does that make sense?
No, I'm considering this whole piece, each piece, one, because it's easier, two, because that's just how I'm visualizing the map, is that it's all inclined up to these tall peak points.
Oh.
So all that light section isn't flat ground, it's inclined up, and it's sand
okay.
that's going to be like spilling around you as you're climbing up. So it's just harder to get up
Okay.
here. For those that, there's ways to negate that, obviously, but just as a normal person running around, walking around, that would be difficult terrain.
Okay.
But I would grant you that these spaces between, once you get to like this point and like this point, become less difficult because it's kind of leveled out. Does that make sense? Okay.
I guess. We'll figure it out when I start moving there.
Indeed. That means it's Aranoa's turn. If Flint was, I believe Flint said, "You're done."
Okay. Aranoa is going to start moving to try to get a little bit closer.
And again, sorry, one last thing. This dune is probably a good 15 feet high.
Steel Defender is going to come be up with me. From here, I am going to cast Branding Smite on my rifle.
Excellent.
Oh, I shouldn't have done the damage at this point. Sorry, I just meant to do the description.
okay.
And then I'm going to shoot twice. But I think I'm too far for my range. Yep, it's 80, so I have to do disadvantage. Getting there, getting there. There it is. Shot 1 and shot 2.
The first shot is going to miss this creature. It's a little hard to see on this dune, but the second shot will make it through.
Okay, then that one will have 2d6 of radiant damage tacked on.
Excellent.
And there that is.
Okay, 11 plus 7. All right, that looked so much messier to me than it really was.
That's my turn.
I really should look at one more thing. Boom, 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 boom. Yep. Is your rifle magical, by the way?
Yes.
Oh, +1. I see it.
Yeah.
It's always good to know that, just in case. Okay, and it's going to actually take one of its legendary actions right now because it can.
Whoa.
I don't know why it
Oh
wouldn't.
shit.
I was taking a drink during that.
You will see that it almost, you're not quite, you haven't really moved. So it raises up whatever it had in its hand again, similar to what it did to Tower. But this time you see a beam coming at you, Aranoa. 15 feet away. 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 That rolled a little bit better. Plus that, this, and that. I can see based on your AC that this is going to get through.
Shield, maybe?
It rolled a 17.
Shield.
Guess you need that. Plus 5. That's
Should
nice.
she?
So you
It is
will
nice.
see this red beam, like not beam. It's really like it's firing like a red energy ball, if anything. Does that make sense?
Mhm.
It looks like a fireball, but like the size of like a baseball. But it's like the color red of like a ruby instead of like normal fire. That impacts your shield. I think that does it. Right? One at a time. One attack. Yep. Okay. That will be its legendary action. We will move on to Tower.
Tower is going to take a 5-foot step there for 5 feet of movement, and then we'll spend a key point to bonus action dash using Step of the Wind. Gonna go 21 more squares. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Okay.
Jeez. It's like you teleport.
Kind of. It's pretty fast. Flipping back the left hand to reveal the kunai, which may come into play later. Actually, what the fuck is the range on the kunai? That's a great question. I should have had this earlier. The range on this is 20 feet for that,
20
and that's
feet.
not what I want. So instead of that, but the hand still is flipped back to reveal the kunai. The other hand is full of gun, +1 revolver, in fact. Attack, extra attack.
Woo!
Yeah, pretty nice.
Both of those are getting through for sure.
Pop. And I
Okay.
think bonus action, all my movement. Yeah, that's it for Tower.
Sorry, this stuff's trying to go off the board again. I really wish they could contain stuff. You know what I mean? Ugh. Anyways, okay, got that. You do see it take damage. You're closer. Just make a perception check for me.
Yep.
17. Oh, I guess you can see the token, but you definitely now know that that's what it looks like.
Oh, sure, the token. Sure.
Yeah. There's no question. Now, last time you might have forgotten this. Last time we met up, you were scared that it was Heinz returned,
that's right.
and Tower
It
is
ain't.
now confirmed that this is not Heinz at all. It's just residual fear.
Forever.
Just generic
Legend-
brand ketchup.
Legendary action.
Wow.
How much is
This is Hellman.
It's Hellman himself.
Okay, I see that. Now, what is its speed? Got you.
Fast.
Oh, interesting. Okay. And I need this. Ooh. You watch as if unencumbered by anything around you, meaning the sand does not seem to affect it in any way, shape, or form. It begins taking off in your direction, Flint.
It was at this moment the sheriff realized he'd fucked up.
It literally passes through you, almost
Holy
spectral,
shit.
Oh.
and stops behind you. Flint, I need you to make a Constitution save as this entity passes and its mount passes directly through your body.
22.
Ooh.
22. One moment. I need to figure out what this does. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Nothing happens. You do feel a chill as of cold desert air as this passes through you, but no other ill effects.
Oh, quick reminder. Does
Mhm.
aura protection cover myself with the bonus?
Yeah?
Yeah,
should.
it should.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, whenever you are a friendly creature. It's actually what's my charisma bonus? 2 higher than that.
Okay.
Hey.
Great. Nothing changes. Sure. I don't mean to. I'm not shaming you.
Like, I'm fucking with legendary actions. I need to remember what I do.
Yeah.
Okay.
Shaw, it's your turn.
I'm gonna charge straight at it and go for a trampling charge, which means
Unfortunately, that will of course miss, as
Awful.
it is a botch.
Okay, and then I will. Ooh, I don't know if lassoing will do anything then. But I'll try it. I gotta science that. Right, I have buttons for that. What's this first? It's been a while. I have to reread
Okay,
it.
so 18 to hit, right, with your rope.
Yeah, as an attack, as an action, you can attempt to rope one creature. Make a ranged attack. On a hit, you rope the creature or object, grappling it. Does that hit?
Yes, that will rope this entity for the moment.
Okay, then let's see. I gotta read the rules on roping again. I can't remember if I can go straight to the next one or not. Just a minute. I did not plan for this. I didn't think I'd be close enough this turn. Okay.
Quick question while you're reading.
It's a bonus
Did
action
something-
to try and restrain it. Sorry, what, Aaron?
Did something happen before we were resting that would have seriously tanked Steel Defender? 'Cause it's at 5 hit points. And it also had the wrong number of hit points, so I think it's like an old setting. I'm just not sure.
What was the last encounter before this? Was it the weather machine? Survival. I see some stuff that doesn't look like you're attacking. So I would say there was at least a rest.
Okay.
Because normal rest.
if it had time for a rest, then it would be back to normal. Thank you.
Oh, I guess, I mean, seems like you didn't say anything against it, but, it did actually rope it because it says it has no effect on creatures or objects that are formless or lack solid substance. For example,
it seems
a ghost.
it seems to have substance in this moment.
Great. Then I will try and restrain it. Okay.
So they have to make a strength or dexterity
DC
against
17.
your rope DC, which is 17. 17. I thought it was 18 also. It's only 17. Oh, okay, 17. I see. Wait,
because it's the ropes DC, right?
Why is there 2 different DCs here?
Huh?
What's this? What's the 18 DC 18 strength save?
Where do you see that? Oh,
Your
on
rope,
the other
18.
thing?
Mm-hmm.
That's the DC
Ah.
to break the rope for a strength.
Gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha.
But yeah.
There it is. Okay, so it's the 17 that it needs to get out of, or to be restrained, right?
Yeah.
To not.
To not be restrained. Yeah.
Yeah. Strength or dex? Okay. Where are you? It literally just makes it.
But it is still
Roped.
roped. Okay. But it'll get a chance to break out of that at... Where is that? Why? I thought it had a chance to get out of it. Why am I not seeing that?
It does. If it's grappled, so you have a chance to ungrapple yourself.
I was just trying to see if it was at the beginning or end, but... Okay.
I think it's a choice as an action, generally, when you're grappling.
Okay. That's all I can do.
That being said, am I misunderstanding? I haven't done this in a little bit. Am I being silly here? Obviously, its turn is next. But that is the end of Shra's turn, and it does have a legendary action left that it could use. It can totally use a legendary action for its turn, right?
I just realized something though about my turn.
What?
It was a botch. Never mind. It doesn't matter.
Okay.
Because I was gonna say the horse was going after the animal, not the rider, but
Right.
it was a total botch. So never mind.
That being said, I need to see something.
The wording on a legendary action is after a player's turn, if I'm not mistaken.
Which it just had.
Yep.
So should be legal, much to my chagrin.
So, at the end of your turn, this entity, the rope falls to the sand as it moves through you and through Aranoa.
Yeah.
Forcing both of you to make Constitution saves, please.
What did I just read? That gives me something.
And you do watch as it passes through you, it is becoming, or when the rope drops, it does become ethereal at this moment.
Not that it matters, but I shouldn't have had advantage.
Well, you should go to Vegas, though.
Okay. Okay, Constitution
That's
saving
really
throw?
funny. We've been talking about that all day.
Yeah.
Going to Vegas?
Yes. For a very
You rolled double
specific
sevens.
purpose, but yeah.
Ooh, exciting.
To eat food?
Yeah. Well, no, but that'd be great. We would do that while we were there for sure.
Aranoa, as this entity passes through you, both of you feel this cold chill. Aranoa, you more so, as this cuts you to the bone with cold.
Bone cut.
The feeling of cold.
Cold
You
bone.
take
Good job.
5 necrotic damage, as well as okay, nope. You take 5 necrotic damage. That other damage is for a different thing entirely.
Okay.
Now this thing finally gets a turn because it rolled like absolute ass.
God, it hasn't even had its actual turn yet. Ugh.
Yikes.
Wow. That's just a feature. Sorry. Sorry.
Don't like that.
Yeah, I know. I'm just I was just reading something to make sure I fully understand it. It knows how it lives, so why the hell wouldn't it do things that were crazy? It's going to do that, pass through you again. The same folks
Oh boy.
make those Constitution saves.
Wow.
Ooh,
Let me just make
that
sure.
again.
So you're saying that it's here
Both of you are all right.
now.
Flint, yeah, it's here now. Flint, you watch as it is going to. Yeah, it can take its action. So you are going to get balled twice because you're right there.
Bald?
Oh. Well, that's a critical and a very low roll. So one gets you big time, one not so much. I assume an 8 misses you.
A fair guess.
All right, so let's see what this is like. That would be double dice. That is 25 damage. I kind of morphed this a little bit. Let me make sure. Cold damage as this red fireball-like orb strikes you. It moved. It took an action. It technically has a bonus, but doesn't really have any bonusy kind of things to my knowledge.
They're rare.
So that's where we're gonna go with it for now.
But only for now.
Flint, it's your turn.
Damn, remember Avenue Q?
I remember Avenue Q. All right. I think this might be a good time to pop off the Vow of Enmity.
Mm-hmm.
That is a bonus action. Yes. Bonus action. Yep. As long as it's within 10 feet of me, yeah, this is the time to do it. All right, so now I have advantage, just in general, on my attacks against the target. And boy howdy, I am adjacent with advantage. I'm just gonna turn on some things ahead of time. Assuming that this hits, it is going to be my my Divine Smite plus sneak. Side blade is right here. Let's hope.
I do.
Fuck.
Oof.
Both of those, unfortunately, well, it's only one of those, but it's going to miss, unfortunately.
Okay, side blade offhand is a bonus attack, which means I do not get access to it. I think I said. Oh no, Pally 6. I'm just 2 attacks. We're good. Second
Yay.
attack. Do this.
Hey.
That will hit.
Okay, and those are all the numbers.
Better numbers,
attached to it.
26 damage. Is that true? Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. All right, that's a level 1 spell slot down. Oh, radiant damage if we care.
Let me look at this.
This thing looks like it might care.
Ooh, is your sneak damage radiant too because the side blade's radiant? That's dope.
The side blade is psychic.
Oh,
The radiant is separate damage.
Okay. Is your sneak damage psychic then?
The sneak damage is technically psychic as it matches the weapon damage.
Very interesting.
It's right into your cerebral cortex.
Mm-hmm.
You know, this stat block does not list any kinds of vulnerabilities that usually go hand in hand here, but this creature, you can know it in your soul, being so close. It is undead.
Right.
Roll accordingly.
Okay.
It is riding a creature you may have not seen in game, but it is riding an undead camel as well. This is definitely undead.
Fucking cool.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, not all undead have a weakness, strictly speaking. I know that sometimes Radiant just gets around certain issues, but
Isn't
Don't
that
you
a
have,
thing?
like, bonuses
Isn't there a
against-
paladin thing? Yeah, like when you smite or whatever, do additional radiant damage versus undead.
Yeah, an extra
Blanket.
D8.
sorry, yes, also that. Let me give you a D6 real quick.
It's a D8, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
Let me give you a D8 real quick.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That
Also-
looks like a
although-
better number.
The branding smite, I don't know if it matters. The branding smite that I did was,
Oop,
I'm not
I
sure if
stopped,
it's taking extra.
stopped hearing you.
Yeah, you broke up. All the branding smite you did is what now?
Radiant damage. Sorry about that. I don't know if it matters or not.
Doesn't sound like that does particularly.
I don't think it does, because the reason why it matters here is because his class specifically has
Right.
the notation of when
Mhm.
fighting undead, you get X.
Yeah, it's not the Radiant here, it's the smite itself.
Does that complete your turn?
I do believe so.
It's a big turn.
Felt nice.
It's hard to tell with an entity like this because they don't bind themselves to the rules of mortal men, but it does look like it's taking damage. No, it's your turn.
Okay. I'm going to do the same thing as I did last turn, which is cast a branding smite on my rifle and then fire it. So there's that. There's first attack.
Oh yeah.
So that will do the damage from the branding smite, 2d6. And there's my second
Got it.
attack.
That will also hit.
And that's my turn.
Very nice.
Actually, no, it's not. I want to go back over towards the cart. And am I able to, since that's within range, also get like up into the driver's seat area?
Yeah.
Cool. Then I will do that and Steel Defend. Oops, I'm not trying to. Steel Defenders just be hanging out over there.
You were able to get under that, huh?
Yeah, that I didn't mean for that to happen. Whoopsies.
No, I thought I had fixed that. There we go.
Thank you. All right, but
But
I'll be right there. Right there.
And gosh, I'm so generous with not doing any legendary actions.
It is nice.
Let's see. You're right there. You're right there. This is kind of nasty because it's moving while ethereal, which means I feel like when it moves up this way, nobody gets a chance to actually make an attack on it, right?
think
mean,
that's
if
accurate.
there's nothing corporeal to hit, reactions don't mean anything.
And then it gets to just move through your asses and force you to make Constitution saves.
And that's the way the cookie crumbles, unless you had like a ghost touch.
True. Unless you have a way to affect the ethereal plane. That's what's happening. Tra, you are fine. Flint, you are fine by the skin of your teeth. That's its legendary action. Tower.
Gonna burn another key point to Step of the Wind again to bonus action Dash. Because this motherfucker be moving. But with that said, that should give me enough movement. Put me here, which is where I would want to go. I'm sure that's within 110 feet. Using my action to do an attack, using the kunai with the rope, this gardening implement shoots out from my hand, attached with the rope to my arm. It hits, doing 7 piercing damage, and it now there is a rope extended between me and this creature currently, unless 22 does not hit.
22 does hit. Let me see. Okay, but also... Okay, I think we're okay.
I'm gonna cool hand my gun into its holster and use my second attack to try to pull this thing off of a thing. That's not an attack action. That is a well, that's technically a what's it called? A contested roll, and that's my end of the contested roll versus this creature's strength or dex save, their choice.
Right. And as you pull on this rope, it doesn't budge from its mount.
Ooh. Okay. And does the pull like run through it and into its mount? Like I can see that I've moved its mount a little bit with this, or is it just a rock?
Well, I assume you're attacking the rider again.
I am, yeah, exactly.
So
but
it would
yes.
it would puncture into the rider itself, and nothing moves.
Interesting.
The rope goes taut as you try to yank.
And yeah, that's where it ends. The rope is taut at that point and still extended. And I use both my attacks and my bonus action and my movement. So I've done what I've done. That will be it.
Excellent. This is new round. I used one there. I think it has to run through you.
That's fair. And I think
Constitution save.
Yep, fair enough. And I would imagine that the kunai just kind of drops out of it.
Absolutely, because it's going ethereal when this happens.
Yep.
So you, from that, will take 6 necrotic damage.
You got it.
As it passes through you.
Oh.
For what it's worth, it is looking pretty hard to stay together. Shrop.
Okay. Trying to figure out where to position myself. Yeah, it moves so much, it's hard to know where it will go, so I will get up by it and whip it. That one doesn't do it, does it?
I don't believe so, unfortunately. Actually, that just hits.
Great. Then I will unwavering mark it. And whip it again. Let's see. It's oh wait, I get advantage. Yes I do. I'll just roll a d20, I guess. Oh wait, but it hits, right? Oh, but I could get a crit.
Fish that crit.
Nope.
You feel like that should have finished this creature, but some unworldly power is keeping it on this mortal coil. And no, I don't mean the DM. I mean something in the universe.
It could be both.
For shits and grins, it's going to
Oh,
force
I
you
should have
into
done
a
the
constitution
trample
situation. Wait, what was... I really should have been more smart about that. Let's see. Oh, easy. And then easy. You will take... Oh, never mind. Yep, you'll... Nope, you will
Oh wait.
have no
Hold on.
issue.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's fine. I looked at the wrong number when I saw that. It runs straight up to you, Flint. You, on its turn, you watch as it reaches out its ghostly hand. I should have pulled this up in advance so that I wouldn't have to do it now. Because they didn't include some information on their stat block. They just listed something. Okay. This is an attack. Of course it is. That makes the most sense. Plus what? Oh, there we go. This will just hit you at your your AC's 18. Is there anything changing that?
Me?
I don't think I can fudge
Nope,
that any
this is
higher.
Flint. This is just going to hit you then. That is almost maximum. That is 15 necrotic damage on you, which I believe to that much, so they take it that much. You do see some like sickly green energy kind of drain off of you and almost seems to revitalize this individual a little bit. That was not the full breadth of their movement because they moved on their legendary action, and this is the start of their new turn, which they only moved a little bit, so they will begin to pass through you. Please make that Constitution save.
Disgusting.
It's fucked, but
It's
it's kind of
great.
beautiful.
Yeah.
You are okay. No problem. Just cold,
Yeah,
but no
excellent.
damage. It is your turn.
All right. Let's try and end this real quick. If this hits, it's going to be a level 1 spell slot. Let's do the thing. 26 to hit feels pretty good.
Oh, yep. 26 to hit, indeed.
All right, and through some really shitty attack rolls or damage rolls, 20 damage, including some radiant, if that matters. Also
Well, it's
another
undead.
D6 because thing. Sorry, another
mean
D8
D8?
thing.
I think I and this creature alike have exhausted all options of regaining health. How would you like to end this being?
Woo!
I would like to pull out my holy symbol, the Ankh, and ensconce that within the Psy Blade and basically drive it through the back of this thing's chest.
And you do. And as you do, both this mounted entity and its mouth retch out in the night air and begin to immediately decompose / disintegrate into the sand that it's standing on.
Return to the Duat with you.
Leaving behind only the tattered cloak it was wearing and the strange staff-like weapon in its hand.
We should probably give that little weapon a once-over.
Good.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Maybe the cloak, too.
Let us look upon the remains.
Ready.
Let me undo this so I can really see what I'm looking at again.
Does this party have some kind of identifier?
I think so. I think I do.
So the thing that they've been attacking with, what you see is this like gold staff-like weapon. It seems like you could really beat someone over the head with it pretty good, but it also has this gnarled, like raw red crystal as well. It does seem. Well, I guess you can make an Arcana if you just want to see if it's magical or not, but you can also identify. Try and
I have
find out
ritual
more.
identify, so
Yeah,
I
no
will do
problem.
that.
And identifying that, we'll just do that now. That's no problem. This essentially works. Let me see. Is there any records? Yeah, it is. It is a weapon that seems to fire much like a rifle would, but it's a staff instead, a short staff. It has a range of 80 / 240. And it does cold damage instead of like normal damage. No ammo.
That's pretty
Nice.
effing good.
No ammo, no kick, no other gun properties that usually are important. It literally just magically fires a red orb, baseball-sized orb that is cold.
I understand
Nice.
that
That
we
is-
are describing it as a staff that fires like a gun. Do gun features work with it like it is a gun?
I would say yes. In all intents and purposes, this is like a rifle,
Cool. Yeah, I figured. I just wanted to clarify that.
but
100%.
it is not a rifle.
Exactly. Perfect. Well, that is nifty.
It's a lot like my rifle, but just cold.
It doesn't exactly. Well, I guess it inherently has a +1. At least.
Sure.
I
Because
also
it's
have the
magical.
repeating shot
Yeah.
enchantment. Or enchantment? No. What is that called again?
Is it not an enchantment? Is that not like one of your artificer
What is-
things? You can
Infusion.
enchant a weapon?
Infusion.
That's right.
I just knew it wasn't the right word.
would this be helpful for you? With you already have a rifle that has an infusion that prevents the use of ammo. Would this be redundant for you, or would
Yeah,
this
I
be
think
better for you?
I think
I just
someone
don't
else
know.
could use it. I don't need any ammunition.
I mean, to be fair, if you took it, it would also free up an infusion slot.
That's a good point.
Very true. Oh, very true.
A
Does anyone else
redundancy
want
is
it?
merely an option waiting to happen.
I
Very
feel
good
like
point.
I could use it, but I don't necessarily need it. I have other ranged options. I have 2 pretty good revolvers, and I have this badass gun here that I almost never use, though that does take up very valuable ammo. Does this feel like something that you have to get used to and attuned to, or is it something we can throw around?
Because of what it is, I'm gonna say it's attunement.
Yep, that makes sense. Yeah, because otherwise there's a lot of other options. That being said, if it makes sense for you, it makes sense for you.
What about you, Shra or Sheriff?
How's Shra feeling about it? I've got a good couple of ranged options.
I feel kind of the same as Tower. I try to get up close when I can, so I don't use ranged as often. So
Okay. Well, then I like to stay far back, and
We're missing.
Fusion slot.
You like to stay far back, and
I like to stay far back, and I do like the idea of clearing something different. So, if no one else seriously wants it or needs it, then I'll take it.
yours. Yes. All in
Cool.
favor? Aye. Fat Bottom Girl also raises her hand.
oh yeah, sure.
Feel free.
Cool.
Shall we continue our rest for the night? I feel like you folks really need it.
Yes.
I wouldn't mind getting a little rest after that.
And yeah, Tower will take a glimpse around at the surroundings to see if there were more of these weird undead riders on the horizon somewhere.
Make a perception check.
Sure.
Out of curiosity, does anybody else see my health bar?
I do.
I do.
Does it have health off of it?
Yes.
Huh.
It says
Weird.
42 out of 82.
82 for me.
Strange.
17.
Everything-
You do not see any riders. It seems pretty quiet out here now.
We know that. Fair enough. I think we are in the clear currently. Feel free to rest up.
Will do.
The staff, does it
Mhm.
have the same damage roll?
Let me double check that. I don't think so. It might.
The other cool thing about the staff, that makes it better.
No, on hit, it does 3d6.
Oh, damn.
Whoa!
Cold.
3d6
That's
as
what
well.
there.
Mhm. This says +2, but that's based on dex. So,
Sure.
So no, +2?
well, it would be your dex there.
Okay. Then follow up on that, is that an artificer trait that I
You're breaking up
mod?
again. An artificer
Dang.
trait, what?
Is that I can sub out my intelligence mod for dex or strength mods on weapons.
Nice.
Well, there you go.
So I'm gonna do that on here too, just so you know what's going on. My
And you also said it was the +1, right?
Yeah,
Like-
because it's magical,
Sure.
and it's basically I reflaved this. This person was supposed to have like firearms on them, and instead I gave them a cool Egyptian weapon that functioned like firearm instead. So that's why it's odd.
Yeah. That makes
So
sense.
yes, it is.
I like it.
It is. Yeah.
Is there a name for this staff?
Ooh, great question.
Not that you'd know.
I don't know
Great
what comes up
answer.
when you identify it.
Yeah, right. In my world, a little slip of paper prints. So
Right? It might be.
Right. In this world, because of the way that the world is, no, this looks like old. That's another thing to say. This looks old, and it looks like, obviously, based on what everything's going on, there's an element of like the world's religion attached to it because it does have that Egyptian feel to it. This is an artifact, in a way. I don't want to say that actually in D&D because then it becomes a whole thing.
Yeah.
But like, you know,
Not a
this
capital
is like
A artifact.
this is an old world object. This was not brought out here. This is probably from here. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm. Could you describe it one more time? Because I'm typing it.
Yeah, the description of how it looks.
Yeah.
It looks exactly like what's in this guy's hand. So it has like gold, intricate carvings in there in language you can't read. It kind of curves up at the end, has a raw red, like ruby-esque crystal inside. It's not necessarily a ruby. It's hard to tell without any sort of like.
Okay.
Unless, do you have like jeweler's knowledge or something? Figure it out.
What do I have? Thieves' tools, tinker's tools, carpenter, leather. So not jewelers specifically.
Yeah, it's red crystal.
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
Awesome. And I think, we rest up for the morning to come.
Excellent. It's 9:21. Do we need to be stopping?
Yeah, I think we do.
Yeah. I'm just gonna throw this out there, and we'll deal with it next time. But like, you don't care about the cloak.
Ooh, I forgot about the cloak.
Yeah.
I mentioned the cloak earlier, I promise.
Yeah, we'll deal with that next time.
Fair enough. Oh boy.
Well, friends. Oh wait, can I do this now that we're in this mode?
What if that cloak is this fucking ethereal movement? And we get to fucking move 3 people now. That'd be fucking. Anyway. I just said fucking 3 times in 4 seconds.
That's fucking crazy. It does work.
Nice.
Yeah.
Hey. I hear music.
Hope that was enjoyable.
Oh, I don't.
Oh,
Been a
absolutely.
long
That was
fight coming.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that's fun as well.
There's so much more on this list. Not really.
Oh, I'm excited to try to fuck with Silas again.
You say that.
I know. If one of us dies, it's just entertaining, right?
He usually ends up just fucking with you.
It's true. I
We're
regret
getting there.
not jumping off of that train with him.
Mm-mm.
Should have done it.
No.
We'll see. I still feel like we have a few sessions that we can do online before we have to do some. Based on how long and short things take sometimes. Some of the days left are shorter than others, I'm sure.
These hour-long sessions are like popcorn, man. I feel like I could do 4 of these in a row and be happy. Like popcorn.